We're going to be real and honest here. There's a stretch of my life where I couldn't even eat. My nervous system was so shot. I was going through so much that I couldn't even stomach food. And then the pendulum swung into this phase where I couldn't stop eating crappy food as an emotional crutch. Unfortunately, I think we all become familiar with those times in life where things are just really freaking hard. And for me, that was navigating divorce, and it just completely ruined my nervous system. And I wanted to talk about that today because it's part of the story of how I found natural peptides, and particularly Make Wellness, and why I think this matters for anyone in midlife trying to rebuild their body after life has knocked the wind out of them. So if you've been searching for what natural peptides actually are, how they're different from the injectable stuff everyone's talking about, or what Make Wellness is really doing, stick with me. I'm going to walk you through all of it. The years navigating the divorce and becoming a single dad of 4 kids just knocked the wind right out of me. Plain and simple. I didn't see it coming the way it landed, and my body kept score long before my mind could even catch up to where my life has ended up. There were weeks where I couldn't stomach food. I just couldn't get it down. And then there were the other seasons where the pendulum swung completely the other way into binge eating everything I wasn't dealing with well emotionally. Neither one of these was really about the food. It was an exhausted, tired body that had lost touch and just needed rest and a reset. On top of all that, a couple years before that, I had transitioned from one of the most active guys working as a master trainer, training the trainers, moving my body every day, to sitting at a desk 9 to 5, like just over sedentary, like under recovered, stressed in a way I've never been stressed before. And somewhere in the middle of that, I have made a decision. I'm approaching 50, and I've decided 50 isn't the finish line. Things are not over. It's the start of a next chapter, and I wasn't going to let the last few years be the whole story. Now, here's where I'm coming from. I've spent over 25 years as a personal trainer and master trainer. I trained the trainers. I spoke on stages across North America for major fitness brands and worked with hundreds of fitness professionals. So I started looking into natural peptides. This wasn't some brand new hobby for me. This is the next chapter of the same study I've been in my whole career. Muscle, aging, and just getting our bodies to work the way they're supposed to work. How to actually take care of it instead of just pushing through. And now for personal backstory on me, let's get into it because I know that's why you probably clicked. Peptides are just short chains of amino acids. They're the building block your body already uses to send signals and repair itself. That's nothing exotic. It's normal. It's been there since the beginning of time. Here's the distinction that actually matters to me, and maybe it matters to you too, but almost nobody explains it clearly. There is a difference between synthetic, injectable, pharmaceutical peptides, the GLP-1 category everyone's hearing about and talking about, and natural oral bioactive peptides, which is the category Make Wellness works in. The synthetic injectable route is forcing a specific outcome onto your body from the outside. The natural oral approach works with your body's own signaling. It's supporting what it's already trying to do instead of trying to override it. It's gentle, it's natural, it's proven in clinical studies. Here's the thing, I've been hearing about peptides and following along for quite a while now, knowing that they were going to revolutionize and change kind of health and wellness and the outcome. But I've always been the type of person who is focused on helping the body along with its natural processes instead of overriding it. The reality is, once you hit your 30s and beyond, you start losing muscle every single year if you're not intentional about keeping it. That's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And most people have never heard the word, but they've felt the effects. It's the reason people feel softer, they feel weaker, more tired, even when the scale hasn't moved much at all. That's the whole reason I keep asking the question, are we over skinny yet? Because a number on the scale was never the real marker of health. Muscle is. Muscle is what carries you into your 60s, 70s, and 80s, still capable, still independent, still able to keep up with the grandkids, which is my freaking goal in life at this point. I'm not interested in coasting on what my body used to be able to do, approaching 50, and I'm just getting started. And all these GLP-1s are showing that there's a 40% of the weight loss is coming from lean muscle tissue, which is a no-bono for me. That's why I chose this natural peptide route, because of the clinical studies. And here's what I've actually been noticing once I started to thwart my body with these all-natural peptides. It is no shortcut. I've been learning how to deal with stress. I've been learning how to move more in my life. I can't sit sedentary and eat whatever the heck I want. These natural peptides actually help propel the decisions I'm making and communicate that effectively with my body to get me to my results quicker. One of the first things I noticed with these all-natural peptides is my energy returned. Workouts were exhausting to me, and for the first time in a long time, I did a workout and felt like it actually invigorated me and I had something left in the tank. It was like a return to how I once felt in my earlier youth days. The other part of it is the quieting of the food noise. It makes decisions a lot easier because one of the peptides actually help you just have better control over your habits so you make better choices. I want real progress, the kind that I actually feel, instead of what I was suffering from was just frustration. Without the peptides, I was doing all of the right things, but I was exhausted and the dots just weren't connecting between my behavior and the results. So if any part of the story sounds like your story, the stress, the nervous system, the body that feels like it isn't yours anymore, the inclination towards leaning towards more natural things and not forcing things on the body, I'd love to talk with you about it. I'm going to keep sharing this journey as I do it to keep me accountable, but I have linked more information below that will give you a discount on the natural peptides that I'm using. Quick disclosure, I am a Make Wellness affiliate because I believe in this and because it has been my career and my past. It fires me up to help other people get back in the game, and it's time to get back in the game. So what's fueling your comeback? I'd love to hear it in the comments.